I'm going to summarize this as quick as I can. 17 years ago, I entered Liberty as one of the only Hindus to accept Christ in my family. I don't think anyone is a Christian in my family. It's such a joy, an honor, and a privilege to worship God here every Sunday. I've been to a couple churches. I've traveled, to several countries and visited other churches, and there's just nothing like here, like Liberty. Liberty is home. But as everyone knows, the moment you become closer to Christ, the more the devil starts working on you. So a couple years later, I got myself into some trouble. I was incarcerated, and the judge gave me no bail, told me that I would have to serve 15 to 20 years in prison. And so I was in there for 9 months, and I got a call, and the judge made bail $500,000, knowing that, a kid that's this age, where are you gonna get that from? So God always provides, and a month later, I was out of there with no further consequences. I started my path in Christianity and becoming closer to Christ, and all I can say is God is a loving and forgiving and caring God. Last year, He blessed me with my son, Jacob. We're married to my wife, and I just want to thank God. Words can't describe. You have to go through it to feel it and know it. Thank you.
And the first day I walked inside this church, and I've been through every church as there was, and I never called any church my home. Until the day when I stepped in here, I told my sister, this is the church where I'm going to stay at. Because I felt my Father here, Jesus Christ. I've been to jail. I got baptized in jail. I was a criminal. I did everything that wasn't, I'm not even supposed to be here, but I thank God for every little thing He did for me. I was shot, I was stabbed, I was beaten up, I was left for the worst. But look at me, I still can walk, I run, I do everything. And I'm a wonderful mother, a great grandmother, and trust me, I've been saved, and God is always carrying me, no matter where I go. The liver doctor told me one day, I think you need a liver transplant. And you know what I told him? Tell it to God. A couple of months later, he came up to me and he said, amen. I told him, he said, amen. Well, whoever you're praying for, let him know I need prayers too, because I don't need it. What God gave me, He gave me life. And the blood that runs here is from Jesus Christ. It's the best blood you can ever get. And this is my church. My church. Okay? Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Again, good morning. First and foremost, I want to thank God, always God first. Since I started in Liberty Bible Fellowship Church, when I started, I was kind of in a rough patch. My faith, I can say, was like probably hanging on a string of thread, honestly. But you guys make me feel at home. I want to thank the pastor, but he's not here today. So I hope he's enjoying his vacation. Since the baptism on last Sunday, well, the Sunday before that, I've been going through nothing but trials and tribulations. And the old me would have probably been down, and, it could have shook in my faith. But I'm here today to tell you that my faith has grown tremendously. Tremendously. And I thank you guys, because you guys have a part in it. I do want to thank my sister Manissa back there. She played a very, very big part. Anytime I fell down, I text her, and it was like a 5-minute voice note of her just praying over me. And I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Just know you played a big part in this shift in my life. Love you.
The glory, the honor, and everything to God. I thank you, Pastor, for baptizing me. I thank the congregation for staying and witnessing it. And my testimony is that I was struggling with bad anxiety because I lived with my parents all my life. And 3 years ago, they moved. And it was like my safety net was gone. And I would be on the train and my heart would be beating. I would go to the emergency room thinking I'm having a heart attack, and they would say panic attack. Because my safety net was gone, I was out in the world on my own for the first time, paying my own bills, having to wake up, go to work, just living life. And it was just so overwhelming. And I used to drink and I used to smoke, but then it started getting worse because of the anxiety. And one day I was scrolling through the YouTube on the phone, and I saw a ceremony from Pastor Joseph Prince in Singapore, New Creation Church. And what he said resonated to me. He was talking about being sin conscious because I felt like I couldn't pray to God because I was smoking, I was drinking. And he was talking about grace, how it's unmerited, unearned favor. And I watched the whole sermon, and I accepted the Lord. And I tell you, the next day I was on the train. I had to pinch myself when I got off the train. My heart wasn't beating. I felt so at peace. And I kept, he said something that he said that you have to confess that you are the righteousness in God through Jesus Christ. And I just kept saying that on the phone, at work. And I would say, as Jesus is, so am I in this world. And I kept saying it and saying it. And as time went by, my anxiety left. The urge to smoke, the urge to drink became less and less.